When most people think about health decisions, they often think about the price on how much is this going to cost. But very few people stop to think about what would the cost be if you don't address the problem. I'm Martin Benjamin, certified master herbalist, functional nutritionist with almost 20 years of experience in women's reproductive wellness. And welcome back to the A to Z of fibroids, where I break down complex topics in a way that actually makes sense. Today, we are looking at the letter V, and V stands for value, your value. I want you to think about value from a different perspective. If fibroids are left unaddressed, untreated, they can become extremely difficult in many areas of women's lives. Some women experience embarrassing moments, constantly worried about bleeding through their clothes, heavy cycles, causing unpredictable and overwhelming experiences. Planning daily activities becomes stressful because you never know when the symptoms may pop up or appear. Fibroids can also lead to you missing work. Many women are forced to call out sick because of that heavy bleeding, cramping, or feeling fatigue, right? This now becomes so overwhelming and hard to manage, especially over time. This can affect productivity, career opportunities, financial stability, intimacy, relationships, and of course, it can cost a lot of medical costs, right? The medical bills will go sky high. Many women eventually requires iron infusions because heavy bleeding for such a long time slowly starts to drain on the iron storage, and most severely, you might even need a blood transfusion, which many doctors will recommend, right? So women undergo surgery procedures to remove the fibroids, but after surgeries, fibroids can sometimes return or not, leading to repeating the procedure and additional recovery time. For others, the recommendation might be partial hysterectomy or full hysterectomy. Fibroids can also impact fertility, making it more difficult for women to conceive or carry long-term pregnancies. And beyond the physical symptoms, there is also the emotional toil. So living with chronic pain, heavy bleeding, constant fatigue, and affecting confidence, relationships, intimacy, overall quality of life. Some women experience pelvic pains as well, which is discomfort when having intimacy. Also struggling to urinate as well as defecate. I mean, the list goes on from chronic fatigue, constant pain, emotional strain, missing family events, missing opportunities. But let me stop for a minute and back up. I mentioned surgical procedures, right? So the real question that I should be asked is, because the fibroids have been removed and in some cases they don't return, right? Does that mean the issue has been resolved? No, it's not. And in many cases, that symptom or issue will show up again later on in life, but somewhere else in the body. Think about it for a moment. If they just remove a tumor or a cancerous tumor, does that mean cancer's cured? No, it doesn't. You always got to address the root cause. And that solution is not by a knife, ladies. So when we're talking about value, we're not just thinking about some price or addressing the health issues. We're talking about the value of your quality of life. We're talking about the value of having energy, living life to the fullest, enjoying, showing up for the family, showing up for work, your personal goals, achieving those personal goals, and something gentle, but I gotta say it and I gotta be honest. Many women today are very committed in self-care. They take the time to look good, feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Hair appointments, nail appointments, lashes, beauty salons, massages, and it helps to build up confidence, make you feel good. But the most valuable thing you could invest in, and I think you know what I'm going to say, right? The most valuable thing you should invest in is your health, because your body is strong. When you're energized, restored, and feeling good, everything else in life becomes easy. So to continue through this series, I want you to think about the value in a new way. Not just the cost of taking action, but the cost of continuing to live with a problem that your body is asking you and calling out for you to address. You know my motto: save this, share this, and follow me for more information. And remember, you cannot put a price on your health. You cannot put a price on your value.